Hey folks, it's Lord Zorblat, and today we're going to learn how to create this gem. And since I already created it, I'm just going to go in reverse and sort of explain how we got here. So I'm just going to do Command Z, which undoes the last command you did. So I'll just walk it backwards and you'll probably be completely confused. So what I did is I started with this cylinder here. Okay, so I've got these two parts here, and I want to subtract this part and this part from the cylinder. So I'm going to take these two blocks and I'm going to make them negated, which means they're going to be, the area of these parts, the volume of these parts is going to get carved out of the cylinder. Combine it with the cylinder here, and I will say union. Union means combine the two. So we're going to combine two negative parts with the cylinder, and you'll see what happens. So what happened is the cylinder had these two cuts made out of it by those two blocks. And we're going to use this technique to make the gem. And what we can do is do these same two cuts, but do them all the way around. And so let's Command Z that for undo. And yeah, so here's a little technique I use. If I want to rotate these parts, these two blocks around this cylinder in the center, the little trick I do is I create this big part called a spinner, and then I select these two blocks, and I'm going to Command D for duplicate. And now when I spin these blocks around, they're going to get spun around the big spinner part, which will rotate them around that cylinder in the center. I have another video on that, if that didn't make any sense. Anyways, then we'll take these four blocks again, and we will Command D for duplicate. And that one we did 180 degrees, so we'll do this 90 degrees. So we got four of them, and now we will take these four and duplicate them, and then we will only rotate this 45 degrees. So each time you cut the number of degrees in half. And so you can take a look at this. You can't even see the cylinder anymore. It's surrounded by these blocks. So let's take all of these blocks, select them all together, holding down Shift, and then negate them. This means it's going to take all those blocks, and those are going to be the parts that are going to get carved out of the cylinder. So I'll click on the negative parts, the cylinder, and say union. Union means combine. Look at that. There's the gem. So there's a few little cleanups we can do. We can say use part color, and then this union will use the color of the parts inside. And then let's make it a nice red color. And then for the material, we will change the transparency just a little bit. More importantly, we'll change the reflectance so you can really see the light reflecting off of it. Increase that. In material, we use glass. And this should produce a pretty good look. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There we go. So you can kind of see through it. And yeah, there's all sorts of different stuff you can do. If you're interested, I could even show you how to make a little machine where you turn the different dials, and it will adjust the way how many blocks you have and the angles that they cut the cylinder at. And so you can sort of parametrically make a whole bunch of different gems. That's a video for another time. I hope you enjoyed this. If it's confusing, leave a comment and I will try to explain. Thanks.